Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, great to see you. It was a great speech you gave down at CPAC. Loved catching up with you. You know, the president undoubtedly is going to bring this voting rights thing up again in his speech tonight. I think it seems like voting rights is, under attack, according to him. It's an attempt to hurt minority communities. How do you think this does actually play out in the black community? Does it resonate? Does the attack resonate?
Well, first of all, it's good to be with you. It resonates in part because, obviously, without question, the history of black people in America, voting rights have been subjugated. But the problem is that Joe Biden is gaslighting black voters, trying to make them think that somehow red states are going to take away their right to vote. It is just a flat out lie. It is easier to vote as a black person in the state of Georgia or the state of Florida than it is in the state of New York or the state of Delaware. And so what Joe Biden is attempting to do is trying to keep, frankly, the last segment of his base in his corner because he has failed at every single turn in his presidency.
Congressman Biden spoke at a Black History Month celebration at the White House yesterday, and he talked about his nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson for the Supreme Court. Watch.
Judge Jackson is going to be an outstanding justice. She's part of an incredible group of black women who I've nominated to the federal bench. We've nominated more black women to the federal bench than any administration in the history of the United States of America.
So there's been a lot of criticism for how he handled the process of this. In your opinion, is this good for the black community?
Listen, the first thing I'll say is, Judge Brown, let's see what her qualifications actually are. If she's somebody who's actually going to follow the Constitution and was going to do her job, which is the job of a Supreme Court justice, which is interpreting the Constitution, that's actually going to be a great thing, not just for the black community, but all of America. But if he's only picking people simply because they're going to reinforce a radical liberal agenda, that's bad for black Americans, it's bad for white Americans, it's bad for Hispanic Americans, it's bad for everybody. I noticed that Joe Biden did not nominate a black conservative woman. He's only been nominating black liberal women. Again, just playing to his base because he has no other leg to stand on. That's not what's in the best interest of the country. What's in the best interest of the country is the federal government, specifically the Supreme Court, just doing its job and doing no more.
That's right. I want to play you something else that he said yesterday when he was talking about safe neighborhoods. Let's take a look and then react after.
American Rescue Plan also included historic funding that allows cities and states to invest in community violence intervention programs and keep neighborhoods safe.
Okay, I get that. He wants to talk about how much money he's spending. But the rhetoric and the policies of the left, and frankly of this administration, the defund the police, the crime pays, frankly, attitude over there, you can't then create it and then throw money at it and say, we're trying to stop it, right? They've demonized police. They've allowed criminals to be, lifted up. And so I guess the question is, when are people going to realize that this administration and the left actually creates the problem and then tries to throw money at it to solve it?
Well, I think, Sean, you're absolutely right. This is actually the MO of the left. They do create these problems, and then they do throw money and lip service at them. The difference is that the American people across the board, I don't know, it doesn't matter what socioeconomic background you're a part of, what demographic part you're a part of, it doesn't matter. People have realized how much he's gotten this thing wrong, and the Democrats have on their hands the lack of safety, the lack of security, the lack of policing in our streets. This is all on them. They wanted the radical district attorneys to be elected. They wanted to defund the police. So what you have now is the results of terrible policy. And I will tell you specifically now, black people in urban corridors, they realize the problem, they know who's brought it to them, and they want it fixed. And the source of these problems are Joe Biden and the Democrats.
Congressman, I assume you're going to the speech tonight?
I will be there.
Anything you want to hear?
Listen, I just want the president to reverse course. I mean, everybody knows he got everything wrong. We all know this. If he simply reverses course, it'll be the best thing for the country. Unfortunately, I think he's just going to double down and triple down on stupid because he cannot admit his wrongs. He can't admit what he got wrong. He has to continue down this path. Again, that's not going to be a good thing for the country. I just want him to reverse course. That'd be the best thing.
Yeah, triple down on stupid. That's a good one. I like it. We may use it again. Congressman Donalds, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
You bet. All right.